Hi guys, I know it's been a hot minute since I've been on my YouTube channel, and there is a lot of reasons why. The main reason why is because I like to procrastinate. I don't really like to do what I say I'm gonna do when it comes to being great. Well, maybe I shouldn't say it like that. It's not even that. It's just the simple fact that I have been working and being a mother and being a wife and going to some life groups at my church, my new church that I've actually been a part of for almost a year now, thanks to my son. And for all you guys that know, my son is autistic, and there's a lot of things that goes on in my home that create a hectic schedule, and so that's why I really haven't been posting on my YouTube channel, and I apologize for that. But I'm going to dedicate at least one video a week. It could be anything from life with the Turners. It could be a cooking video. It could be a makeup video. It could just be day to day. I just want to dedicate one day a week to actually come to you guys and share with you guys about my life, because so much goes on, more beyond beauty. So much goes on. So today I just want to let you guys know that I have not forgotten about you guys. To my 346 subscribers, I love you guys dearly, and I appreciate you hanging in there with me. The more I post, the more I'm going to generate more traffic, and the more I'm going to give out gifts and things like that, because I definitely want to be more interactive, you know. I understand that I have a talent, and I need to start walking in that. And instead of me being the person I used to be, thinking that I wasn't good enough because there's so many people doing the same thing, it's just like, whatever, girl. At the end of the day, God puts it in you. He gives it to you. He makes room for everybody's gift. So that's where I'm at. So without further ado, the recent events that have been going on. Okay, so I had surgery on my foot. I was having problems with my foot, bunions to be exact. I had a big bunion on my right foot. So I ended up just taking charge and saying, you know what? I need to get it done. I need to get it fixed. It's like a 6 to 8 week recovery as far as me being able to drive. I've been out of work for a little over a month. I go back to work in June. I'm kind of excited to go back to work, but then again, I'm just kind of like, oh my gosh, do I really want to go back to work? But I am going to go back. For how long, I don't know, because I love what I do. I also know that it's not allowing me to walk in my gift too. So I'm just gonna let God do that. I'm gonna do whatever is necessary, and then whatever God opens up for me is what I'm gonna be trusting him for. And as you see in the back, I have a dog. So I got the dog in February. That was something that me and my husband, really, talked about, and he really wasn't with it. And he ended up bending and folding and saying, you know what, you can get a dog as long as you take care of it. Now him and my husband are like this, like, the dog, of course, loves me to life, because basically I'm the one that went to go pick him up, and he's known me the longest, by like 2 or 3 hours. But he loves me. He's always under me. Right now, I'm surprised he's not under me. He has a bone to keep him busy. So his name is Pepper. So we had him since February, a little bit after Valentine's Day, that is. So that's new. So my surgery, I just briefly talked to you guys about. I will be posting pictures of my before foot and my after foot. Right now it's in transition. It's a little bit of scabbing left on it. The doctor that did it, Dr. Beecroft, he was amazing. And anybody that has anything going on with your foot, be it bunions, be it, any kind of muscle issues, tissue issues that you need to get addressed, I would definitely recommend, if you're in the Arizona area, to contact Dr. Beecroft. He's amazing. He has 2 locations that he works out of, and when I tell you, my foot, not only does it feel better, but it looks better too. That's number 2. Number 3, currently I'm sitting in front of the window. You guys probably hear a little bit of noise and a little bit of spraying and a little bit of wind, but I have the window open because we are getting a pool. When I say God is moving, God is good. He's opened up doors that only he can open up, and no man has got in the way of that. And we are so grateful to God that we're getting a pool. That was something else that we discussed, and we were like, yeah, no, maybe in 7 to 10 years after we have our house. It's been dirt for almost 3 years in our backyard, and I've just been prayerful, and just waiting on God to really move, and he has done just that. And so what I want to do in the next couple of videos is definitely keep you guys updated on my surgery recovery piece, as well as the pool, because I want you guys to see like the befores and the afters and the during. And just know that at the end of the day, guys, I really want each and every one that watches this video to know one thing. If you trust God for any and everything, you write it down, you journal, you pray, you fast, you do what you have to do. Don't worry about the naysayers. Don't worry about people that say that you can't. Don't worry about people that say that you shouldn't. Don't worry about people that say that anything negative, because this is the thing. Negativity is only going to fuel you to be a better person. And that's what I had to realize, because a lot of times I would not want to do something because someone may have said, oh, you're not good enough, or you're not the right color, or you're not the right weight. You're not the right, you don't have the right hair texture. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have the right degree. My thing is this: if God has put it in you, he's going to manifest it. He is going to make sure you are in a season of overflow. He's going to do what he has to do. And I don't trust man at all, but I do trust God. And I feel like my life has transitioned because I've trusted God. I don't know if you guys, I don't think I've ever posted a video on my YouTube channel about my life, but just to give you just a brief synopsis, because I guess I could go over some of these things when I'm doing other videos. But I moved from North Carolina, where I was raised. I was born in Virginia, raised in North Carolina by my mother and my father, and I have a sister, an older sister, 13 months, by 13 months. I was raised in North Carolina. I met my husband in North Carolina. He relocated to Arizona. I relocated to Arizona, chasing after him. And the story gets good when I can really get into it. But I left almost 8 years ago on my 27th birthday, and I was turning 28 when I drove up to my condominium in Arcadia. It's called Arcadia now. Back then it was called the Biltmore. The little section I was living in was called the Biltmore. Now it's called Arcadia. I'll post a picture of what it looks like now, the actual condos that I actually were renting. However, I've been here for almost 8 years. I left only knowing him, and we were not, when I actually relocated, we were not in a relationship at that time. People thought we were. And that's the way I wanted to keep it. When I say people, my family thought I was still in a relationship with him, but that's the way I wanted to keep it, because I didn't want to let them know that we weren't together anymore, because it was going to draw up questions like, why are you moving to Arizona, this, that, and the third. I knew that I wanted change, and I knew that what I was doing in North Carolina, doing the same thing over and over again, getting the same result, was insanity. That is the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So for me, I knew that I had to like really grow up. And it was going to take me removing myself from what was familiar to come somewhere where I knew no one, to only trust God. Because you have to remember, people thought I moved out here for him, to be with him, to live with him. But that's not what happened. We broke up about a week or two prior to me relocating. I had my own place secured, the deposit secured. My son was enrolled. Mind you, I only had my son. He was in third grade. He was in third grade. He was 7. I want to say he was 7 or 6 or 7, maybe 6 turning 7. But anyway, I know he's probably 7. He's probably 7. I had him enrolled in school. I had a job as a master stylist at a popular salon. Like, I was already not physically located in Arizona, but my life was already created for me, because I did that prior to coming to Arizona. And now we're here. And when I tell you that what's kept me, and what's always kept me, okay? What's always kept me has been God. But when I realized, when I moved out here and I only could trust God, and I only had God, it was me and my son, you know? I knew at that moment that my faith was bigger than my situation. And here we are, and people that know me, that grew up with me, probably would tell you they never would have thought that I would have never left North Carolina. And honestly, I would have ever amounted to anything great. You know, don't get me wrong, there's people that probably did see the potential in me. And there's people that saw the potential and felt like I was never going to do anything with it. And then there's people that was like, oh, girl, she's not going to be anything. But you have to understand that's the process of life. You know what I mean? That's the process of life. There's going to be people that don't believe in you. That's fine. There's going to be people that believe in you. That's great. But at the end of the day, as long as you believe in yourself and you trust God, nothing, and I mean nothing, can stop you. So again, guys, I apologize for the hiatus, but I have a little bit of free time on my hands now. So I am going to show you the actual dig right now. They just started this morning around about, I would say about 7 o'clock this morning. It may take about 2 days for them to dig the hole for the pool. And yeah, I'll just keep you guys posted. And then of course, I forgot to tell you guys, I'm gonna also post my weight loss journey too, because I don't know if you can go back in my old videos, you'll see that I also have lost weight, and I can post tips and tricks and things that I've done to do so. Now, I've been out of the gym for a month. I got back in last week, did my 5 days. I do 5 days a week now. So I have gained a little bit of weight, but overall, it's not as much as I have gained. I was at 216. I dropped down to 185. I think I'm 188 now. So I have gained weight, but 3 pounds is nothing. All right, guys, here is the pool, the dig.